5 years ago. I really enjoyed learning about the history of why Columbus Day is celebrated in this country. And guys, the parade continues right behind me. I'm going to send it back to you, Sandra, Mike, and Joe.
Hey, I have to say how wonderful it is in the Italian-American community to this day that our faith is so strong. And to have a mass like that from the Columbus Citizens Foundation, that church like that at beautiful St. Patrick's Basilica is just so very moving. And again, a shout out to the Columbus Citizens Foundation. They just went by. They work all year long. Matter of fact, right after this parade, they're going to start working on the next parade, but they never forget about the wreath-laying ceremony at Columbus Circle. They never forget about their faith at St. Pat's with that beautiful, beautiful mass. So very important. Thinking about my mom, you know, she instilled in me St. Thomas in Bloomfield, New Jersey. I love you, man. We're at my communion, you know, at my confirmation. To this day, a diehard, guilt-ridden, church-going, guilt-ridden Italian Catholic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Your mama would be proud.
I think so. I hope so. She, you know, I miss her so much. She would watch every minute of this parade, every second. She would listen. We broadcast on AM 970 this morning from the Columbus Citizens Foundation. We did 4 hours with everybody. We had the best time, and Mom would listen to every single second. So rest in peace. I know she's watching over us today.
That's terrific. Would she ever comment on the tie or like the suit? Or would she ever...
Joseph, you look so handsome. That's all I wanted to hear. That would make my whole day. Joseph, you look so handsome. Boom, done. I'm gone. Thanks, Mama. Mamma mia, you know. And oh, by the way, the Italian colors. Thank you, Mike, for bringing that up, right? And then, of course, the Italian flag, the American flag right there.
I think mine's somewhere here.
Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, I know.
It's there.
Very nice.
And then we had a lot of, if I may give a plug out to Hunterdon County, that's my neck of the woods where I live. They had the bands from North Hunterdon. They had the bands from Four East High School. We support them. And to the band parents, we always say, you have to always say, we give the band parents because it ain't easy. They're there at all hours of the night, so we appreciate that.
Yeah.
So much dedication.
Yeah.
So much dedication. And it's events like today that is they're going to remember forever. I mean, think about it.
How great is this? Look at this. 1492, Columbus discovered America. Do you know that what's similar to what Columbus did in 1492 was similar to us landing on the moon? It was that monumental what Christopher Columbus did back in 1492. People forget, you know, and this is great that we're celebrating it like this in New York with the flags and all the kids and everybody on the floats. I wish I had a handheld here because everybody's you're getting all the greetings. Everybody's seeing them. We're getting little comments.
We turn around, Joe.
And today, a perfect day to focus on the many contributions of Italian Americans in this diaspora that we call America. From architecture, as we said, to food, to the beautiful music that we're hearing with all the floats and the bands, a whole lot to celebrate and be proud of.
Science, art, Michelangelo. The country is named after Amerigo Vespucci, Verrazzano, and of course Cristoforo Colombo. And it makes it. Thank you for saying that. You know, you forget because sometimes you think the stereotypical portrayal on television or the movies, and still it's still creative, and the actors are great, and the writing is great. But you forget about my father, if I may, Pasquale Giuseppe Piscopo, became an attorney. Couldn't speak English. I always tell this story, so forgive me, but he could not speak English when he first went to school because his parents, who came from Avellino, they spoke Italian, and yet he went to school, learned the language, skipped grades in the school, went on to become a lawyer to represent the non-English speaking blue-collar laborers like his father was. That's the true Italian-American spirit.
And so many people have similar stories.
Exactly
their
right,
own
Sandra.
family heritage.
Exactly.
Yeah. Great day to remember that. Folks like Joe's father had helped build this country, build their communities, and we are seeing a lot of those people along this route today celebrating this Columbus Day.
But I didn't marry an Italian, like some of them. I think
Okay. All right.
Would he be referring to you by chance? Yeah.
Excuse me?
I said I think he's referring.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to ignore him. He's giving me a hard time.
You know, I love it.
My husband is Napolitano.
Hey,
he's
that's
Italian,
what I'm
but he's Napolitano.
It only took 30 minutes before.
I know. Forza Napoli sempre.
That was great.
Okay, I'm done.
And you go back and forth. You go back to.
Yes, we do. Love it.
Avellino, in the Avellino region?
Naples.
Yeah,
Naples
beautiful.
proper
Yeah,
and Capri.
Fabulous.
And Basilicata. We got a little bit of piece of Italy everywhere.
Yeah, oh, it's great. And we've been there. I went to Sicily for the first time last time. I don't know that we talked about it last parade. I loved Taormina, Palermo, and you know I know from Avellino.
Sicily is spectacular.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how beautiful that was like that. And we'll be going back. Hi, how are you? You know what? You don't mind if I get? It's not that I have attention deficit or anything like that. How are
Waving
you?
at the people.
How are you, folks? Good to see everybody. Great to look at the spirit of the Italian American community in the parade in New York City.
And if by any
Columbus
chance
Day.
you are just joining us, this is the 2024 Columbus Day Parade along beautiful Fifth Avenue in New York City.
Yeah, I mean, 35,000 people participating in this parade, which is just absolutely incredible. One of the performers earlier, Jessa Salerno, she went to school, high school on Long Island, and this is the first time she performed at the parade. She sang Momo Italiano.
Yeah.
And her high school is also marching in the parade. And so it's just a full circle moment, and I think it leans back to the theme of the day. We talk about building. It's not just building physical structures, it's building relationships and families. And I think that's what's so special about today. And that's why you see a lot of happy faces.
Yeah.
Because it's a family.
Exactly. I mean, and I think that's what the Columbus Citizens Foundation is all about. The Italian American Leadership Forum is approaching the Red Cross. Lots of those young Italian Americans that we've been talking about here this afternoon.
Yeah, no, it really is terrific. And Joe, when you think about all the parades, I mean, first of all, the weather is absolutely stunning right now.
Yeah.
But it seems like now more than ever, we need something like this in the city, right?
Thank you, we do. Yeah, politics aside, let's just stick together. No hate. You got to just join together, and to do it through the Italian American community is great. You're absolutely right. And not to forget how much the Columbus Citizens Foundation helps out to the tune of millions of dollars helping kids get educations in the Columbus Citizens Foundation. How are you? Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Excuse me, I got to say hi.
Joe.
Tom DiNapoli.
Tom Troller.
Good to see you, kid. How are you? There's New York State right there, New York City right there. Tom DiNapoli and Tisha and everybody. Look at that. He's got signs with it. I like this. I need that PR guy.
Yeah.
Good guy, great guy, by the way.
Yeah,
Tom
we had him on
DiNapoli.
last year, I remember.
Yep, and doing a great job for New York State.
Come.
Live from New York, it's Piscopo.
A spectacular day
We're coming
here
back,
on Fifth
baby.
Avenue. We're coming back for the Columbus Day Parade.